And it's a very rich community if you've ever been down there, out of my rent district.
Oh, same here.
But anyway, more power to them. And you can tune into that. I think they have live coverage there with Clark County and Oconee County.
You know, with all that money floating around up in Oconee County, it's a wonder they're only a 3A school.
Well, you know, it's a small exclusive club up there, so.
Yep, and we ain't in it.
And we ain't in it. And but anyway, it ought to be a good game. We're going to be watching. I like that AstroTurf they're playing on.
Oh, yeah.
There, I'd love to have that in my hometown and with my home team. But it's nice to play on. And we'll be watching that game, as I'm sure you will also. Listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more of your continuing coverage of your high school football, as well as your predictions as you call in 864-980-7768. Get that phone line burning this morning, and let's call in our predictions. We're giving away $100 to a lucky winner.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA. We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our rollout container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come. And that number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV, renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
And we're glad to be back here with you from Athens, UGA. I'm Bulldog Burt, and I'm joined by Clemson Carson. And thank you for joining us here on Pep Talk Radio right here at Kevin Christian Allstate. And we encourage you to come out and see Kevin, get a free quote on your auto, home, life, renters, and more. He can do it all for you at Kevin Christian Allstate, right here, 680 Highway 29 North, Athens, Georgia, in the Kroger Marketplace beside World Finance. Call 706-850-4945. You're in good hands with Allstate. And we encourage you to call in our number, 864-980-7768. We'd love to have you call in, and we would love to talk the Clemson-Georgia game. Now, as we get back to that, Carson, one of the things that me and you were talking about coming here from South Carolina to Georgia to broadcast this morning is the number of injuries that Georgia has sustained. It is a good many injuries,
Absolutely.
including one of the most major ones, George Pickens out at wide receiver.
Yep. I can't remember what his exact injury was, but I know he's going to be out for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm. And also, I think a hamstring or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And that's a problem. Those are lingering injuries that last you your entire career.
But what really got people fired up yesterday was when I retweeted what Dabo Swinney had said, maybe not in the exact words, but that they are going to be switching. Here's the exact quote. Clemson will rotate centers against possibly the most unfavorable interior defensive line situation in college football matchup. And they even got some laughs. Mitch Pardue said somebody better loosen that choke collar on them dogs. We'll see Saturday. Go Tigers. Then Chad Hipp. However, that advantage is negated by UGA now having the most incompetent special teams coach ever. And Chad Hipp is referring to none other than Will Muschamp.
Yeah, Will Muschamp is the greatest coach in Clemson football history.
And then Jason George fired back. Did he get demoted for defensive analyst? And Chad Hipp fired back. Jason Jordan promoted to an on-field coach. Scott Cochran took a leave of absence so he could take his spot as special teams coordinator. And Jason Jordan fired back. Chad Hipp saw a promotion. The point spread probably just increased half a point to a whole. Of course, this is coming from Clemson, Jason Jordan. Then Bobby Thompson fired back, a diehard Carolina fan.
Poor
Chad
soul.
Hipp, they have the most incompetent coach, and I don't know what he coaches. Will Muskrat. Glad he's back at UGA. Smart is as bad as he was at USC. Giving UGA alumni a job. He kept his buddies employed at Carolina. Nobody else would hire them, but sorry blank would. And I'm sorry I had to read that. But anyway, we just summed up what most people think of Will Muschamp in South Carolina. But in Georgia, that's another thing.
I for one, love Will Muschamp.
Yeah.
I love him.
Listen, Dalton Simpson, a diehard Dalton Simpson, I said it wrong. I forgot he's up north in Tennessee. Daddy also. He's a daddy now. This matchup alone could determine this game. It's going to be a hard-nosed football game, and I love it. Excited to pull for the Dogs on Saturday night.
If Clemson can rotate centers during practice against our defensive line,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Then we got Go Dogs, SEC, Thomas and Ellen Holmes. Another
That's a
Carolina
mouthful
favorite.
right there. He's got to say Go Dogs and SEC.
Pansy Forest, the Tigers is going to send them dogs back to the pound.
Yep.
Tim Crane, Georgia last national title is closer to the attack on Pearl Harbor than to the present day. Josh Tardif, go Tigers. Kathy Campbell, go Dogs. Diane Clark, don't be a hater. Ben Jordan, who is actually my wife's first cousin. Clemson's quick pass game will kick y'all. I see Shipley catching swing passes out of backfield also. Going to be a good game.
He's referring to freshman phenom running back Will Shipley,
All right.
5-star out of North Carolina.
David Parler replied, Ben Jordan, ours? Ben Jordan, David Parler fixed it just for you. Mud Turtle Story, go Dogs. Luke Smith, Tigers all the way. Daniel Powell, Dabo will dance again after rubbing the rock in Charlotte.
That's right.
Go Clemson, go Tigers, Jimmy Callaway. Go Tigers would root for the Dogs if they wasn't playing the Tigers. Woo-hoo, come get you some. And that
who said they root for the Dogs if they wasn't playing the Tigers?
That was Jamie Perry,
Jamie Perry.
the sheriff's wife.
I don't mean to be mean or nothing, but if you can't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, and it looks like you falling for it, girl.
Listen, we'll be back after this break. You're watching more of Pep Rally Radio live from Athens, UGA at the
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA. Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
Go.
Yep, that's wisdom talking right there. Yep.
Here you got DJ and pronounce his last name.
Uyunglele.
There we go. And also JT Daniels is coming in as quarterback, which he had got some starts because of injuries. But what's your thoughts first on DJ?
I personally think DJ, he is a better pure quarterback than Trevor Lawrence is. He's got a better arm. He can get the ball out quicker. And he showed us some really, really good potential in the two games that he started last year against Boston College and Notre Dame. Now, I know, we lost to Notre Dame. Man. That was the defense.
Now, who else, as far as we know, your backup quarterback situation?
It's solved. It's solved. Foreman Chan, he tore his Achilles tendon back in the spring game. Fully recovered in that short amount of time. He will be on the depth chart as our second string quarterback.
It's amazing the technology now.
Absolutely. I think it was 2 years ago, Amari Rogers tore his ACL in spring practice, and he was on the field, I think, week 3 of the season. Yep.
So we might see the backup quarterback. We don't know nobody.
No, but we might see Tyson Foreman Chan after we're up about 25 on y'all.
Now, talk a little bit about JT Daniels, and this is from your perspective.
From my perspective, JT Daniels is a good quarterback. He showed us that last year in a few games that he played. He could get the ball out, good decision making, and he's probably the best quarterback y'all have had in some time, probably since Matthew Stafford. I'm willing to go as far as say he's 10 times better than Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm was sorry. Jacob Eason, he was a good quarterback. Justin Fields, y'all let him run away from you. That's dumb on y'all's part. Aaron Murray, he's garbage.
And speaking of Justin Fields, he is
Chicago Bears. Yep, he will probably. They're not trying to say he's the starter, but he's going to be the starter. But JT Daniels, he's a transfer from Southern Cal, and my problem with JT Daniels is I feel like he lacks a lot of confidence even coming to an SEC East school and being the starter, which he should have every bit of confidence in himself after the performance he gave us the last couple games last year. But I just always felt like his confidence was a little low in himself because he lost his job to a below third stringer in SoCal, and that's why he transferred out. Thanks, Kevin.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
Job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666. All right, we're back here with you on Pep Talk Radio. We want to encourage you to call in 864-980-7768. We would love to take your predictions on the air. The next game we're going to talk about is the Athens Academy Spartans coming up this Friday night, Carson, at Commerce Tigers. And I don't know if you're familiar with Commerce, but it's right up the road here, or right up 29. There in Banks Crossing. I'm sure you're familiar with that, where the Tanger outlets are at and everything.
Yep.
And that is Commerce area. And, of course, Banks County, which we'll be talking about them later on. But they're taking on the Athens Academy, which is right down the road here, not far off the what they call the loop here in Athens. It goes all the way around Athens, and you can ride it all the way around, and you just ride in one big circle all day. Never get out of it.
Well, that pretty much sums up the history of Georgia football right there, don't it?
But anyway, tell us what your thoughts is about the Athens Academy Spartans and the Commerce Tigers.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned in all my years of following football, any team with the name Academy after it is tough to beat.
Yeah.
Especially in high school ball. It's kind of like having a recruitment area for high school students to come play football. Kind of like back at our neck of the woods, we got Gray Collegiate Academy that just comes in and swipes up all of your good players from all your lower level public schools and goes out and makes state championship teams out of them, but they just can't seem to get over that hump.
And they're both 1-1 coming on track, and the Athens Academy Spartans are ready to get back to winning. And the Commerce Tigers are ready to get back on track, and it's going to be down there in Commerce, right near where Tanger Outlet's going to be. So, a big home crowd for the Tigers.
Oh, yeah. I feel like they might pull it out. Won't be the only Tigers winning this weekend.
All right. Well, we'll see what they got for sure. That game's going to be 7:30 tomorrow night there in Commerce, Georgia. So if you can get out, go early, get you a good seat. You know, it's amazing when you go to a football game, you get the atmosphere, number one, of a football game, and then you get all the good things going on as far as like the food, the fellowship, having a good time meeting the people there in the Commerce area. So go on out and have a good game tomorrow night. And I'm sure it will be a packed house because these schools are very location, really close to each other. In fact, from that direction to this direction, probably closer than any other schools out there. So we'll be watching, and of course that game is on the radio. Commerce has a radio station, and you can listen to them in your home because I used to listen to them when we lived up there near Homer on Friday night when I was just a boy. So you can tune into that game, and but we hope right now you're tuned in to Pep Talk Radio here from Athens UGA. We want you to call in. I don't know what you might be looking for as far as insurance, but Kevin Christian Allstate has just the plan for you. Come in. You know, it never hurts to compare prices. So
Absolutely
call him
not.
today, 706-850-4945. He's right here in the Kroger Marketplace beside World Finance. He'll be glad to give you a free quote. We come back.
And they make insurance for everything now.
Hey, we got a caller, though. We fixing to stay on the air. We have a caller.
While Burton's getting the call set up, we got a couple questions in the Facebook Live feed. My good buddy Corey Durst wants to know Corey, we're in Athens, Georgia right now. Yep, I am in hostile territory.
Good morning.
Hello, can I speak to Bulldog Burt?
You are speaking to Bulldog Burt live and in person. And who
All
are
right.
you?
This is Nathan Phillips in the big city of Hull, Georgia. Go Dogs!
Oh, we went through Hull, Georgia a while ago, Carson. You
Oh.
remember where I told you where the traffic light was?
That's right.
Yeah, I wanted to ask y'all's opinion on what you thought the Dogs would do this season as far as their record by the end of the year.
Record at the end of the year. Well, you know, personally, now this is coming from a Bulldog fan. I think, of course, you know, we'll have trouble with, of course, Florida. They will always give us a fit, and then we'll have some other problems, you know, with our rival schools, South Carolina, Tennessee, Auburn, our regular schedule. But other than that, pretty well got it in the books. If that is barring that J.T. Daniels stays healthy and everything goes well with him being his quarterback, maybe by Carolina we'll have George Pickens back. I don't know his
George
status
Pickens
right
ought
now.
not to be an X factor in the Carolina game, no way.
Well, I mean, you right. It's over here, but you know, we got Will Muschamp on the sideline, so we'll see.
Well,
how
Carolina
it
could
goes.
never win anything with Will Muschamp.
Well, what do you think about Georgia's schedule too?
I think it's a high possibility y'all could go 11-1 in the regular season.
Wow,
Yeah,
About the best.
Go Dogs!
11-1 in the regular season. Well, we'll see.
You should have no problems with the East whatsoever this year, even with Florida.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear a winning season. I'm like you, Bulldog Bird. I'm hoping that receiving staff can step up in the absence of Pickens. But yeah, I'm looking for a good year. We appreciate you guys coming up to pep us all up this year.
well, we're glad to be back here in Athens, UGA, and I'm going to take Carson later on down to let him see in the Stanford Stadium in just a little bit. And the varsity's done
Lord.
shut down, hadn't it, Nate?
I'm gonna take me a branch from the hedges.
Yeah, there you go. The varsity is closed down. They're going to rebuild in a new location. Can't remember exactly where that's at. They're going to rebuild. But you could bring him over for some Athens chicken mull over at the Butt Hut over off of Millage. So that's if you're still here at lunchtime, that'd be a good recommendation. I know Coach Mark Rick used to buy chicken mull by the 5-gallon buckets for his teams. So that'd be another taste of Athens if you wanted to try that out.
And what's the name of it again? The Butt Hut?
It's the Butt Hut Barbecue over. It's kind of across from the bowling alley. Good barbecue.
Have they got any Brunswick stew?
Oh yeah, they got
Well,
stew. They
that's
got
right.
everything.
You mean hash?
Yeah,
No, let's don't get arguing about that.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day.
Well,
Go Dogs.
Hold on,
before you
Nate.
go,
What-
you got
what-
to make a prediction.
Oh, okay. You talking about for the game this weekend?
What other game is there?
There's no other game in the nation. I predict the Dogs will win, and I think the score will be 34-28.
All right, we got
Buddy, you brave.
34-28. The Dog.
Go Dogs!
Oh,
All right. Thank you, Nate, for calling in. That's Nate Phillips calling in on the Kevin Christian Allstate winner line. And we'll be back after we get a good dump from Circle A Dumpsters there.
That wasn't the Taliban coming from Afghanistan, y'all. That was just a dump.
That was Circle A Dumpsters, by the way. And we will have a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more continuing coverage live from Kevin Christian Allstate here in Athens, UGA. Call in 864-980. At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
And good morning to you from sunny Georgia over here. And we're glad to be here in Athens, Georgia. We just had a good restaurant recommended to us. We might check it out in a little bit. Also, we're going to do a little dog walking. We're going to go down to Sanford Stadium in a little bit, check it out, let Carson see inside the Sanford Stadium.
I'll be sure to report back everything that I see at Dabo.
And we enjoyed ourselves this morning. We had a good Waffle House breakfast. First waffle I've had in a long time.
Yeah, same here, man. It was good.
We're not giving them no free ad space. We just
No,
said we had a good breakfast.
we're not.
And but anyway, we're glad to be here with you live from Athens, UGA. And it's a beautiful day here in the Kroger Marketplace. And, of course, we're here at Athens at Kevin Christian Allstate here in Athens, broadcasting live and in person in Athens. That's right. Somebody asked, are y'all really in Georgia? Yes, we are.
Yep.
We're right here in the Dog Pound. All right. Now, the next game we're going to look at today is another high school game we're going to look at. In fact, we're getting a little caught up now. I'm glad of that. We got a little behind starting this morning. Setting up and everything. But we just looked at the Athens Academy Spartans. The next game we're looking at is North Oconee, and they're going to be at the Cambridge Bears. And as I look at that matchup, I see, let me pull it up here on my phone. We have North Oconee Titans. They are 1-1, and the Cambridge Bears are 0-1. And after a win over Ola last week, and congratulations, Titans, on that big win. Are they going to continue their winning streak, or will the Cambridge Bears win their first game of the year in front of a hometown crowd? What's your thoughts on that, Carson?
Well, home field normally plays a big way in high school ball.
Right.
But North Oconee, they kept it pretty close with Oconee County.
Okay.
That was first game of the season for them,
Right.
I believe. And they seem to have turned it around and got back on track. So I don't know. It should be a good one.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it will be a packed out house there down the road in Cambridge. And I'm not familiar if any of those have a radio station or like us, a broadcasting Facebook page. But whatever it is,
They might not be as high tech as us, Bert.
no, they're probably not. But that would be a good game to buy a ticket and go down the road to Cambridge and enjoy a Friday night matchup. And I heard that Cambridge quarterbacks were pretty good, and some schools were looking at him. So that's the main thing. When you get, and I think that's a big thing, especially in local high school sports, Carson, is getting your name out there. That's what Huddle does. That's what several other sites do. And that's what we tend to do on Saluda now. We get our local talent out.
Yep.
And that's important for the locals to do.
I like to believe that we got some good film on Dalen Wright for him to get that Virginia Tech offer.
Let's talk about that game while we're segueing into this segment. This coming Friday night, the ACC network is going to, which actually the Virginia Tech and the North Carolina game is going to be on ESPN.
Yep.
And then I think who's playing on the ACC network? Duke and somebody.
Is it Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, that's right. Duke and Pittsburgh. So talk a little bit about Dalen Wright being at Virginia Tech. And he's going to be a wide receiver, right?
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
81.
Yep.
He's
Dalen
a
Wright,
local boy.
he
we
is
know real
a
good.
stud.
Yes.
Great receiver. Probably the real reason that we spanked Barnwell in the state championship
Right.
2 years ago between him and Noah Bell,
Mm-hmm.
who should probably be at a Power 5 school.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
And he's playing this weekend,
All by
too.
his side.
This
he's-
Saturday.
Yeah, he's playing for Wingate, right?
At 6 o'clock. I don't have any broadcast information on his game, but when it becomes available, I will pass it on to
You can find anything on the internet.
But I'm here to tell you, Dalen's good, and I'm going to be watching for him to make a few catches. In fact, Virginia Tech's number one receiver, I can't think of his name out, but he's out for the game. He
Yep.
got injured, and so I think Dalen is the next one up.
I do believe that is what I saw on the depth
Yeah.
chart, and I look for Dalen Wright to play a big role in Virginia Tech's season this year.
Mm-hmm.
All by his side.
I'm gonna be
Kid
watching
is an
that
athlete.
game. And listen, if you can't watch it, DVR it, go back and watch it later. You'll really enjoy Dalen's performance. And I want to say this: Saluda is fortunate to have Donald Wright and his family there in the area. Zion is picking up. He looked a lot better in the last two games. The first two games Saluda played. I'm telling you, watch out for Zion. And
He looks a little taller than Dalen, don't he?
he is taller, and he's able to go up a little higher and catch the ball. That's what you got to have to be competitive, especially when you get in the playoffs.
Good soft hands too.
Yeah, and so I can't wait to see him back on the field, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow on Football Friday. But right now, what we're talking about as far as the high school in this area, there's a lot of talent in the Atlanta metro area,
But
and Athens is a big segment of that.
how far away from is Cartersville from here? Not far,
Not
is it?
far at all.
Best quarterback ever,
That's right.
Trevor Lawrence.
He's one of the best. Came
And then
right
you got
out of,
Deshaun Watson from down the road too, don't you?
That's right, Deshaun Watson.
Second best quarterback ever.
Mhm. Well, we'll talk about that later.
All off the field issues aside,
But anyway, Justin Fields too.
he's all right.
Remember Justin.
He's all right.
But of course, our quarterbacks, mine and yours, are not nowhere from Georgia, are
Nope.
not from South Carolina.
West Coast.
They from California. They're from the West Coast. And
yeah.
they had a little competition in high school too. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
They lined up against each other, and my man, JT Daniels, was victorious in 2 games against your man, DJ Ukulele.
Well, let me tell you something. They didn't see each other on the field, did they? Except when they was looking at each other from the sidelines. Quarterback can't play defense.
Well, we'll be back after this break.
And I'm sure JT Daniels misses all that confidence he used to have.
We come back. We want to take more of your calls, your comments. Let us know. We're going to read some more comments off in just a few moments and talk more of Clemson, Georgia. Make your prediction, win $100, courtesy of...
Can't win if you don't call in.
There you go. Can't win if you don't call in. Call Kevin Christian. Hotline is open, 864-980-7768. We come back, we'll have more on your Pep Rally Radio live from Athens, UGA.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-53982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 83982, Circle A Dumpsters.
pretty good record against the SEC. All right. No, it's not. It's not. Don't let these people in Atlanta get your head big or anything like that. It's third year under this dude's reign, but let's be real, it's Georgia Tech, and this ain't Paul Johnson's Georgia Tech anymore. Georgia Tech ain't been Georgia Tech for 10 years. This is Clemson's conference. That's always a tough one every time we go up to Raleigh. It don't matter. Just something in the water up there, them people rowdy as can be. That's probably our second toughest regular season scheduled game, I believe, because y'all saw them last year against us, right? Y'all saw them. That quarterback they got is good. He is good. He is good. They run a pro-style offense up there, too. That dude is Ben Roethlisberger reincarnated, straight up. That's who he is. Plays just like him. Get out the pocket just like him. Escape anything, man. He is good. And they are looking for revenge. Easy day. Easy day. We are going to beat we're going to beat the brakes off of them this year because we didn't get to play them last year because they got scared and backed out. Easy day. It's UConn. I think I'll actually be going to that game. It'll be fun to watch. Just cause it's Shane Beamer's first year don't mean nothing. Fear to high five and the peace sign. Is that how many it is now? Yeah. Seven in a row, yeah. We'll be 12-0. That's our second home, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Everything up there is sold out.
Check 1 2. Sure is. Thank you, Brian. So I guess you've been able to hear me through Carson's mic.
Maybe so.
I hope so. But anyway, my Heidi Phillips Adams, they're the owners of Adams Construction and Circle A Roll-Off Services. She says 42-27, Georgia wins all the way.
Sounds like a homer to me.
Score there. All right. Big prediction. But one of the things that I were talking about was the fact that Georgia and Clemson are going to be in the Charlotte area, and it's going to be a lot of tailgating going on. In fact, there's no tailgating spaces left. It is all taken up, and so you can't find a place to tailgate up there, much less a seat. The place is sold out.
And you definitely ain't gonna find a room.
No rooms. I mean, if you get a room, it's going to be probably down around Winsboro.
If you got a room, you
coming
better go
this
buy a
way.
lottery ticket.
Or up the way. I know there probably won't be nothing open at the racetrack. That way, Concord Mills, all them rooms is probably sold out.
Bass Pro's open though.
Bass Pro Shop's open. Yeah, you can be a homeless man for the night. Walk around the mall.
That's right.
And
They got tents.
correct. And so anyway, what we were talking about is the tailgating that is going on. And I asked you, what are you going to be doing as far as tailgating? Well, of course, me and Carson showed you how I like to tailgate this morning as we were at the Waffle House. And that's an early morning tailgate, by the way. But so what are you going to be doing? If you're going to Charlotte, call in and tell us what you're going to be doing. I heard a lot of people are going like to barbecue places up in that area, bars, and having like a midday, because the games don't start till 7:30, and then just walking up. You can actually ride in. They do have a train here. By the way, I wanted to say, Athens area, I didn't realize y'all were this developed now. We have had a bus come by here 3 times already this morning. I imagine they're picking up workers.
Probably
Because
so.
there's people in and out of this parking lot all morning. I didn't know Kevin is a country boy in the city. Well, he's a city boy now. But, I didn't realize it was this much traffic in and out this parking lot. I figured we won't see no cars all morning. We
Yep.
have already seen more cars that come through Saluda. and we're just sitting here in the parking lot.
Yep, Saluda
I
County's
mean,
here.
It's wild. This
Population
morning.
reached.
Anyway, what I was going to share with you about it is that tailgating is a big thing now. There's people will set up. They have these long trailers, and they have TV sets on them, everything, the bar, the whole 9 yards, the tent out in front. I mean,
There's people that build enclosed trailers
yeah.
on the inside now to have set up like bars, and they have their TVs and stuff in there. So if they get tired of being inside the stadium with all the rowdiness, they just come back outside to the trailer,
Yeah.
get them a cold beverage of their choice, and watch the game on their TV. They got the satellite dish set up on top of the trailer.
Yeah. And you know what? It's the same way with high school. You're seeing
Yeah.
this more
Yeah.
and more at the high school.
I've seen it at
games
Little League
setting
games.
up. Wow. It's amazing, the travel ball, all that. So, anyway, a lot of tailgating going on. We'll be watching that.
That's an expensive hobby.
College game day is going to be there.
Of course, it's the only game playing this
Now,
weekend.
where are they going to be setting up? We need to find that out during the break. Where are they going to be setting up at?
Pretty sure they'll be right there on the outside of the stadium.
We'll find out. But
If
listen,
not there, they'd be in Clemson.
we want you to call in, win that $100. Make the guess. We've had a couple of guesses already. We want to give you an opportunity to do so as well. So call in 864-980-7768. We come back. We're going to take more of your calls, and we're going to make some more predictions. We're going to talk about some more high school games. But we're going to take a little break now and run through our commercials, and we appreciate you tuning in to the Kevin Christian All-State Pep Rally Radio Live here on Pep Talk Radio.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH. That's 844-AGSOUTH. Or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 6197.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian, your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGSOUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 6197. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
The only game this Saturday.
I cut my microphone off again, but I'm back. 864-980-7768. Call in your predictions. And it's getting busy here, as I said before. The traffic's bustling here in Athens. A lot of people in and out this parking area. And, in fact, we've seen people going in the dentist office. They're about things are livening up. Here on the corner of Allstate, Kevin Christian, Allstate Insurance, where you're in good hands. We appreciate Kevin and the good folks having us here, and World Finance right beside them, sponsoring us as well. We're here to take your calls, 864-980-7768. No audio for Bert, can hear, but we have a caller. Okay.
All right.
All right. Go ahead, caller. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can. Good morning.
Good morning. And we appreciate you calling in on the Kevin Christian All-State Pep Rally Radio Live Winter Line. And what you think about the Bulldogs?
I think they're going to do a swell job this Saturday. I'm hoping for a 24-13.
All right. Clemson Carson over here is can't contain himself. He really is about to fall off the stool here. And when you said that, you know. But
oh yeah.
What do you think about JT Daniels at quarterback?
Oh, I think he's great. He showed much potential last year, and I think he's going to be ready and focused this year.
And of course, you have seen him live and in person there.
I have.
Stanford
Yes, sir.
Stadium.
You think
Yes,
he's got
sir,
his
I have.
confidence back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Don't take much to bring him back if he's a true athlete, and he is.
He is a true athlete. Appreciate you saying that.
Yes, sir. I got one more comment for you. You know, my husband's a state rival school supporter. It's really tough here in the household every now and then.
Oh, I didn't
And,
realize he was a sports reporter too.
No, not
okay.
a sports reporter.
Fix to put him to work.
Oh, of course not. No, he is a Tech fan, unfortunately. So I wanted to see what you thought would be what you thought might be the outcome of that game this year.
You talking about Georgia Tech and Georgia?
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
Well, that's a long ways off, and you know, November is long ways off. It's the same every year. It is a make or break game for Georgia either way. I'm not going to make a prediction this far out. I know they're saying that Georgia Tech's supposed to be better this year. We'll
it's hard to
find
get
out
worse
early when they play Clemson. If they beat Clemson, look out. You know.
That's right.
So they might be game busters in, So we'll find out. But you can tell Trevor, Trevor, we not gonna pick either way yet. We might come back and do another show for that too.
Hey, all right.
Do
might do that. We really enjoy Pep Rally.
I'll wear a Georgia shirt that day.
Hey, okay.
But we're gonna have to have a Tech fan up here. We might have to twist Trevor's arm real hard to get him to come.
He might do that. He might do that for
that'll
you.
be jacket weather, and but we might do it from a different location. Depends on who we can get the sponsor. So that's the main
That's
thing
right.
with Kevin Christian. All-State sponsoring you. You got a good friend in Kevin Christian. So yes.
Well, y'all have a good time, and thanks for taking my call.
What's your score prediction before you go for the Georgia-Clemson game?
Oh, yes, sir. It is 24-13. I think our defense is going to hold them.
All right, defense.
With
for the
Darion
night.
Kendrick.
Our defense,
I've
good.
always
Come
been
on.
practicing against him for 3 years.
All right, Carson. Well, Katie Jane, thank you for calling in on Pep Talk Radio.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
You too. Thank you.
All right, we got us another prediction. I mean, can you blame the buses got
Burton and Burton.
and Burton on it? I wish y'all could have seen that right now.
There's
Let me
3
get my
Burtons in this
mobile
parking
camera
lot.
right here. You can see down the street there. I mean, this is Bulldog Burt territory over here. I like this thing.
I'm starting to wonder if I should have wore this orange down here.
Oh yeah. There it is. There's the bus. They done brought the big bus in. A while ago they had the small bus. No audio for you. Can hear your partner though. Okay. Well, I'm back on now. I can see myself in the feed, Kevin. But we see some people getting on and off the bus there, and it's got Burton and Burton on the side. That must be some attorneys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be.
That's some of them people helping pay them NILs.
Oh, yeah. Well, we appreciate the people helping pay our NILs right now here at Kevin Christian All-State. We come back, we'll have more of your continuing coverage. Hey, when we come back, we're going to have talk about the Madison County Red Raiders, my daddy's home team, where he went to high school. We're going to talk a little bit about them after this break. You're watching the Kevin Christian Pep Rally Radio here on Pep Rally Radio.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever ye do it heartily as to the Lord, and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and fittings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Adams Construction Cup 66.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 6197.
Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV, renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
All right, we're back from the Kevin Christian Allstate here at the Kroger Marketplace next to World Finance. We encourage you to call in to Kevin Christian Allstate. Let him look at your insurance today. Get you a free quote on your auto, home, life, and more at Kevin Christian Allstate. You're in good hands. And we're glad to be back here with you on Pep Talk Radio, and I'm here joined today with Clemson Carson. Thank you for joining us.
It's always a pleasure.
And Bulldog Burt here coming to you live from Kevin Christian Allstate here in the Kroger Marketplace. You can see the traffic is buzzing by here, having a busy morning here in the shopping center. We've already talked to several people, have walked up to us, stopped by even early this morning. that's one good thing I like about getting out early. You get to see people that you normally wouldn't get to see during the day, and a lot of people don't get to interact with.
Yep.
We got to interact with those people today. They're important here in the Athens, Georgia area. And you're important too. So is your call. So call us in 864-980-7768. We would love to take your call on Pep Talk Radio and get more information from you about the games coming up this weekend. And of course, the main game we're talking about this weekend is the Georgia Bulldogs facing the Clemson Tigers. Going to be a wonderful matchup there in Charlotte. And
Well, it will be for us. I don't know about.
now let's talk a little bit about the running back game for Clemson. Talk a little bit about that, Carson.
All right. Well, as everybody knows, Travis Etienne was selected in the first round by the Jacksonville Jaguars, so of course he is no longer a Clemson Tiger. We do still have longtime backup Lynn J. Dixon. He will be starting. We also have Kobe Pace, another solid running back. But the guy that everyone is just raving about right now is Will Shipley, the five-star freshman from North Carolina. Everybody's saying he is the next Christian McCaffrey. And around this area in South Carolina, North Carolina, everybody knows who Christian McCaffrey is. He's probably the greatest white running back to ever play the game. Everybody loves him. I picked him on my fantasy team. Try to get him every time I can. That dude is a stat spreadsheet. And Will Shipley's going to be the same way. Look to see him early and often pounding that Georgia defense.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Georgia's running back. Of course, the one that's going to lead the way is Zamir White.
Yeah, he's about the only name I recognize on that roster. I feel like Georgia's going to be a lot different this year. They're going to be focusing more on the pass simply because they don't have that stable of backs they normally have. And Georgia, of course, is known for their running game. It's going to be a lot different this year.
Once White has broken through the first line of defenders and able to get in space, his 4.440 speed and hits the burners, he gets away from you quick.
That's the problem. He's got to get
Touchdown.
by Brian Brissy and Xavier Thomas.
All right. So we'll
Justin
see
Foster.
him. That's a North
Tyler
Carolina
Davis.
native. Another one we watching, of course, is Kendall Milton. He's from Clovis, California, and we're looking for him to have a great game at running back as well. He's coming in as a sophomore, so let's watch him on this coming Saturday. And another big name there in the bunch is Garrett Jones. I want you to watch Garrett. He is right there, and he is named to the Reed Parker Award, participated in drills, and he has earned a spot on the nation's one of the number one offenses in the nation. So we'll see a little bit about these running backs coming up this coming Saturday. I look for the running game to be used a lot, but I look for Georgia mainly to rely on their passing game.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because that threat is there. And let's look at the receivers now for Georgia, and then we'll talk about the receivers for Clemson. Because I know y'all will have some, especially one good receiver there at Clemson.
They're all
the rest
good,
of
Bert.
But, of course, the main story is George Pickens will not be there on the sidelines for us. That's going to be our main thing. We won't have him on the sidelines. So we're going to be relying a little bit more on our other receivers. Look for Andone Mitchell. He is from Missouri City, Texas. He is a freshman, but I'm here to tell you, he's going to surprise a lot of people this coming Saturday. So look for him to get a lot of receptions. And another one, Jermaine Burton. Now, I'm not bragging on him because his name's Burton. You know, I am Bulldog Burt. But he is the real deal. He is from Calabasas, California, and he is a sophomore. Look for him. And another sophomore, Dominic Blaylock. Look for him to catch some balls. And Justin Robinson. He's a freshman, too. Look for him to come up this time. And Carius Jackson. He's a junior. He caught some passes last year from Fort Valley, Georgia, and Peach County in Georgia. And, of course, we'll be watching him. And then, of course, Ariat Gilbert. He's a sophomore this year. Look for him to be his pass. We'll have 6 or 7 wide receivers out there that will be available to us. Also, just got information. Good morning, Burton. You can watch Wingate on ESPN3. Live stream Wingate Bulldogs coverage. Hope you have a good day. And go Bulldogs and Wingate, of course. Yeah, I hear you, Denise Bell. And anyway, that is Noah Bell that we were just talking about. They're going to be on
Best quarterback in Saluda history.
This coming Saturday night. So we'll be tuning into that game. I'm going to have to figure out now how I get 3 TV sets up there and Miss Jennifer don't, agrees to it.
Well, Burton, you're a man of God. You should know that the Bible says that you are the head of the household.
Yeah, but she's the neck.
Good point.
The neck turns the head. So anyway, we'll be watching that game too. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Madison County. You're watching Kevin Christian Pep Rally Radio live here from the Kroger Shopping Center, and we'll talk more about Clemson's wide receivers when we come back after this commercial break. Thank you for watching, and call in to win now, 864-980-7768. We hope you call in right now.
Yep, just remember, can't win if you don't call in.
That's right. Can't win if you don't call in. Good.
Free money.
Free money for everybody.
Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV, renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
It's Pep Talk Radio, live from the University of Georgia at Athens. You can call in live at 864-980-7768. Thanks for listening on 87.9 FM or on Facebook and on YouTube. You can share this webcast as we talk about who will win the Clemson-Georgia game, as well as local area high school football. To call in live, dial 864-980-7768. Now, here's your host, Clemson Carson and Bulldog Bert.
Welcome back, everyone, to Pep Talk Radio, coming live from Kevin Christian Allstate here in the Kroger Marketplace beside World Finance. Glad to be back with you, and of course, I'm Bulldog Bert. This is Clemson Carson, and we are live here on Pep Talk Radio. Now we're going to talk a little about Madison County Red Raiders. And I'll tell you what, these Madison County Red Raiders are something.
You ain't got no bias to Madison County, do you?
Well, I do. My father actually was born in Madison County. We lived here back when he pastored his church in the late 70s, early 80s. And so we have a little, and we do have a home in Colbert, Georgia. Still do. And
that's awesome.
So, and my aunts, all my cousins here. Of course, Kevin is one of our cousins on the Christian side. I'm a Campbell. He's a Christian. I am a Christian, by the way. But no, that is our family, and in fact, he and my great-grandfather, we're going to be going by their grave today because I've got to put flowers on my grandfather's grave. We just had somebody stop by here that worked for my grandpa, Denver Campbell, when he was 17 years old in the 70s. Amazing.
Small world, ain't it?
It's a small world, and we would have never met that man ever if, and I put him on my Facebook. He don't know it. I put it because I wanted everybody to know that.
There ain't no NIL in the real world if people
There's
don't know.
no NIL in the real world. But he said early, I asked him, I said, who's going to win, Georgia or Clemson? He said, the one with the most points. So amazing. But anyway, we want you to call in. You can win. That's for sure. Somebody's going to win this money we're giving away. I just had a word from, we were hoping to get Jeff Hipp from the 1980 National Football Team for the Georgia Bulldogs, but he said, I would love to call in, BB, but this morning I'm tied up with my father. He's at a rehab nursing facility, and I'm just going to tell him praying for you all this morning, and we'll get back with you. And I appreciate him getting back with me, and appreciate him getting back with me. Jeff Hipp there, he played defense. He had several interceptions, and we appreciate Jeff. And he beat Clemson 1979 and 1980.
Yeah, but did he play in 81?
I think he graduated in 80. I'm not sure.
So he didn't,
Yeah,
he didn't have to live through the
national championship team. And he played right there with Herschel Walker, who is just announced he's running for Senate here in Georgia. I messaged him about coming on. I ain't even heard from him.
He's a busy man, I'm sure.
But maybe by next time we come down this way.
You know what? I messaged a Clemson Ring of Honor member.
Yeah.
Got his number retired up in the stadium
Wow.
at Death Valley. I messaged that man, and he he offered to come on the show. I should
Wow.
message him back.
That's good. Maybe he could call in
Let me do that.
during the break, and you can have him call in. Listen, I'm all for it. Whoever wants to call in, call in.
You know, not only is he a superstar for Clemson football, he was a superstar Pittsburgh Steeler as well.
Wow, amazing. 864-980-7768. We'd love to take call. Now, let's look a little bit at Madison County. The Red Raiders, they're going up, and it's going to be a good matchup Friday night as they go up. Who are they playing, by the way?
Appalachia,
Appalachia, the Wildcats. All right.
completely defeated.
Well, it'll be a Chamber of Commerce night for the Red Raiders, it looks like. You can make your way up to Appalachia. That sounds like a good vacation. I don't know where Appalachia is, but it's got to be somewhere up that
I assume
way.
it's somewhere close to the border, ain't it?
Let's find out. I just got my curiosity up. Anybody with the name of Appalachia, here we go. Appalachia High School football is in Winder, Georgia. It's right down the road here. It ain't nowhere near the mountains. But they did have the players of the week on Twitter. Their offensive player of the week was Prince Tate. Defenses, Ethan Middlebrook and Militia. Never heard that before. Rashad Lyle. And scout offense, Thomas Owen. Congratulations, Appalachia, on them awards there. And that was on your Twitter just 3 days ago. And so,
I mean, congratulations, but it didn't translate to a win. And
no, I
Did
don't
it?
think so. Let's see if we can pick up on Madison County's Twitter here and see what they've been doing. And we see, let's see, I don't see them on Twitter. They hadn't got it yet. Let's see here.
don't have to be too vocal when you're winning.
No, you sure don't.
I don't mean to
And,
sound biased, by the way.
but we have a preview from the StarExponent.com. And we appreciate the Star for letting us. All right. We see that Matthews County, Matthew Sarka, Wade Fox, and Andrew Law are hoping to get back in their winning ways. And I believe we got the wrong Madison County there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's about 8 different Madison County high schools
Yeah,
on Max
I just
Preps.
seen that here. That's in Indiana or somewhere. Okay.
That's a very popular county name.
Let me put Madison County High School Red Raiders. Y'all can see how I used to do my homework when I went to school. I used to do it in the classroom. That's the best way to do your homework.
Exactly.
And so I don't see a latest article on them. But we know that Madison County is a good team. We have seen there's 3 young athletes on that team that are watched by some different colleges, and this may be their championship year. In fact, I never remember. I forget what year it was. I think it was 2019. Went to my first Atlanta Falcons game, and lo and behold, they have a display up there, and it has every Georgia high school champion's helmet up there.
Huh.
So whenever you win a high school championship, they display the year and put your helmet up there. And Madison County has several up there.
Are they
along
still
with
doing
other-
this at the new stadium?
Yes, it is at Mercedes-Benz. That's
Okay.
where it's at. And you can go there and see all the schools there from Georgia. I thought that was awesome, the way they did that.
Good
I
on
wish
them.
we could do that in South Carolina.
Yeah, we ain't got a
somewhere.
pro team.
No, but we could do it at the college. We could do it at one at South Carolina, one at Clemson, possibly one at SC State, just somewhere in the stadium where you can go up and look at it. It's a very, especially youth-oriented, because one thing that impressed me about the Falcons is, and I'm sure it's that way with Carolina Panthers, they orient stuff toward the youth. They realize, hey, if we're going to have young people playing football in the next generation, we've got to cater to them.
Yep.
And so that's what they do. In fact, any high school out here who is watching, as I told you a while ago, I think it's North Oconee, one of the teams had AstroTurf, beautiful stadium, by the way. Anybody wants AstroTurf, the NFL will pay half the bill.
Yep.
In fact, Saluda is looking into that on their practice field, putting down AstroTurf. And I think it's going to be a cost of $500,000, something like that. But the NFL is matching the other half. So, you know, get young people involved in the sport. It starts at the rec league, goes on up. We know that in being from Saluda. We're a football town. It's that way around here, I'm sure. And that's what you need to do, is get people interested in the game. That's why soccer's such a big game now.
Yeah.
I know your boys play some soccer, don't they?
My youngest boy is wanting to get into it.
Yeah.
My oldest boy, he's a baseball kid.
Baseball. But, you know, anything you can do to get them in sports, do that. And it's so developmental, because not only are they developing them as an athlete, they're developing them as a better person off the field whenever they get involved, you know, in real life, because you have to work real life situations out in a team.
And it teaches you to overcome adversity, which is something that this generation does not know a lot about. We just whine and complain about things and expect something to be handed to us.
Yeah, and I noticed there was a former NFL player, and he turned high school coach, and he sort of jerked the player up by his jersey. You know,
Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer. And
good on
him.
him.
Come back to him and said, you know what? This is a sport here that, you know, is hands on, and you need a little discipline out there. You're gonna get shook around a little bit, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know, and I commend him for that, because listen, they are young people, and they need some discipline in their life, and they need some adults that are good role models, like Coach Dilford is, to stand up and say, hey, you need to get your head in the game. You know, wake up. What's going on here?
The man's not a Super Bowl champion for no reason.
Right, and I don't think the young person had any adversity about it. In fact, I think he felt like he was deserving it.
It was probably Mama.
Yeah, well, Mama got a lesson too. I'm sure by her community of adolescent peers. When we come back, we'll have more of your high school sports coverage. We want you to call in 864-980-7768. We'd love to take your predictions. We're here at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call in. You will win $100 courtesy of Kevin Christian Allstate right here. If you call in, make the right score.
And you're not the only one predicting Clemson to win by 20 points.
One winner will win. So call in, everybody.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company. 255-7660.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGSOUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
We're glad to be back here with you on Pep Rally Radio here at Kevin Christian Allstate in the Kroger Marketplace right here in Athens, Georgia on the Hull Road at 29. And we would love to have you come by and visit us. You can visit us right here in the parking lot. That's right. We'll set you up here, talk with you, and then you can go right in and talk with Kevin about your insurance need. And he'd be willing to talk with you. And World Finance is right beside them if you need a loan today. And we appreciate Kevin and the good folks at World Finance for having us out this morning. We've been talking about Clemson, Georgia. We want you to let us know what you think about them. And what is your predictions for the big game this coming Saturday at 7:30 is the kickoff, which we all know is going to be later than that. Where are you tailgating at? That's a good question. In fact, one of the questions I had asked me, what are we going to have to eat? Because we're tailgating at the pool deck, and my wife there is get ready to plan for some stuff, and so we're already thinking about this coming weekend. And it's going to be a beautiful weekend. Listen, it's hard to believe, and I still am praying for the people of Louisiana, Florida, part of Texas, Mississippi, Tennessee this morning, and there's some up there in the northeastern corner as well. We're praying for them because they had received a lot of flooding and everything, and so we're praying for all of them this morning. And so we want our hearts go out to them, and we don't want to forget them this morning. And of course, our servicemen and women, as a lot of the soldiers that passed away in Afghanistan, they're being laid to rest today, Carson. And let me say something about Carson. A lot of you don't know he is a Clemson fan, but he's also a Marine, and we appreciate your service
Thank
to
you,
our
Bert.
country, Carson.
Thank you.
And I know he don't care to get all the glory about it, but we appreciate him anyway. All right, can you check your mic out?
Check.
All right, you on there. Okay. What we were talking about is tailgating and everything. And, I know a lot of chicken wings are going to be consumed this weekend.
Maybe. There's a shortage.
Hamburgers. Oh, it is.
You know the Chinese restaurant in town I normally get my wings from only let me get 50 the other night.
Wow. So there is a shortage going on. I did not realize that.
I had to call in with 3 separate numbers.
Gracious. And that's amazing.
There's no shortage.
Hmm.
There's a lack of work.
Well, you're right there. And we were talking about that coming over here. You know, you can go into, it seems like any place now and get a job. I mean, in a lot of places it start you on the spot.
Yep. No experience.
Hire today. Not tomorrow, hire today.
At
right
a
now.
very competitive rate.
Yeah. You go in a restaurant. Can you wash dishes? Yes. Well, come on in the kitchen.
Yep.
Let's get your license. Let's get your Social Security card here.
We'll get all that later. Come on.
Oh, wow. I tell you.
It's hard to find good help nowadays, man.
It's the times we're living in, and we know it's hard times, especially for employers. And if you got somebody you want to hang on to.
Yep. You know what they say, hard times create strong men.
Okay, good saying there. I like that. All right, let's look at our next segment coming up. And, of course, we just talked about Madison County Red Raiders and the Appalachian Wildcats. Now we're going to go up back toward Banks Crossing again, Carson, and talk about my old school. My father pastored up near Lula, Georgia in the 1980s, early 80s. In fact, that's where I found the Lord at. His Savior was while he was pastoring there. And my heart is still with those people up there because that church is still standing, thank the Lord, and they're still working.
That's
and,
good to hear.
Yes, it is. And but Banks County at East Jackson High, and East Jackson's right up the road here too. So it's a battle of 0-1 and 0-2. So we see the Leopards are trying to find their first win, as well as the East Jackson Eagles. So will the Banks County Leopards win their first game on the road, or will the East Jackson Eagles get their first game home win?
Well, we got two teams that are completely defeated here, but only one of them had the pleasure of hosting Burton Campbell.
That's right. That's right. The Leopards.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Burton Campbell graduated with the Leopards, and my wife likes leopard print.
Oh, wow.
That's her favorite thing right now.
Okay. How about that?
Banks County's got it.
And a leopard don't change its spot.
That's right.
You know,
Except for that wind calling spot.
when I was a young boy, they had a restaurant there. It was a local restaurant, you know.
Mhm.
They done got chain restaurants and a few others, but this one shut down. It used to be called the Leopard's Den, and it had the best cheeseburger and fries. It was sort of like Ann's Dairy Bar, but it was more, you had the windows, and it was closed in the front, so you could actually eat out there in the front, like picnic table style, and they would serve you out the windows. It was neat, and
That's
people
cool.
would come up there to get milkshakes, especially in the afternoon, and that's my thoughts about Homer, Georgia, historic place. But now when you say Banks County, you think about Banks Crossing, where all the Tanger outlets is. That's all Banks County up there. So, and you know it's sort of affluent, and from the time we were up there, it was just a 2-lane road going up 441. Now it's 4 lanes all the way, and they bypass the town and everything.
South Carolina need to take some notes.
This is a growing little spot around here. I tell you, everything feeds out of Atlanta, and if you're surrounding Atlanta, I don't like the culture over here, but a lot of the people is the same over here. And just fact, we met this young man earlier. Well, you know, young man now. He's in his looked like he was in his 70s, managing this place out here. And this is a big shopping center.
Yep.
Marketplace here. I mean, it is huge.
He's doing a great job keeping the grounds looking good. I'll give him that.
He is doing it, and he takes pride in what he's doing because he was checking on us to see who we was. See if we what, you know, if we was who we thought we'd be.
You know, solicited and loitering.
Yeah, we had a big sign out there in front. Call in your scores, 864-980-7768, talking about that Banks County East Jackson game. I'm sure it'll be a big game. I don't know if they have radio or anything, but I'm sure that if you want to go out and enjoy yourself at East Jackson High School, that's a newer high school, by the way. You can go out there and enjoy that new stadium and have a good time there with the folks at East Jackson and Banks County. And so I'm sure it's going to be a competitive matchup because everybody wants to win, and one team is going to walk away with a win.
Probably the Leopards.
Probably the Leopards. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Banks County is going to walk away with that win. They have some great athletes on their team, and maybe they're in hunt for another state championship. Who knows?
Never know.
You never know. We'll be back after this break. You're watching Pep Rally Radio live from Kevin Christian Allstate right here in the Kroger Shopping Plaza.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back.
Our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA. If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978.
Inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising. Oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made.
It's Pep Talk Radio, live from the University of Georgia at Athens. You can call in live at 864-980-7768. Thanks for listening on 87.9 FM or on Facebook and on YouTube. You can share this webcast as we talk about who will win the Clemson-Georgia game, as well as local area high school football. To call in live, dial 864-980-7768. Now, here's your host, Clemson Carson and Bulldog Bert.
Good morning, everybody. And we're back with you on the Pep Rally Radio Live from Kevin Christian Allstate. Glad to be here with you. And I'm joined by Clemson Carson. Thank you for joining me today, Clemson Carson. We're nearing the final hour coming up next. And we're going to have Kevin Christian of Kevin Christian Allstate on with us. And we're going to be talking about the game of the week on Pep Rally Radio. It is Prince Avenue, the Christian Wolverines, as wow. How about that? And we're going to talk about that. We've got a full article on them. We're going to take you through a little bit more coverage of them because they're our game of the week. And let's see, who are they playing this coming? Providence Christian. Ought to be a great game. Some more great athletes there in the Athens area. We'll be talking about that more with Clemson Carson. But also what I wanted to look up this morning and find out is what's the latest on Georgia football and Clemson this morning. Let's see if we have any news out. I always do this first thing in the morning. Georgia football, let's see, we don't have anything out yet. Key Georgia staff member reportedly test positive for COVID-19. Just came out. It says, according to the AJC, Chip Towers, Ron Corson, who has been with the university for over 25 years, has tested positive for COVID. Towers reports the team was made aware of the positive test on Wednesday. As Tower notes, given Corson's constant contact with Georgia student athletes and coaches, there will certainly be a need to keep an eye out for any positive cases within the athletic department, especially among the football team with the game against the Tigers looming. Head coach Kirby Smart has the efforts of Corson in educating Bulldogs of the most important being vaccinated, with more than 90% fully vaccinated. That's amazing. Let me tell you something. High school coaches, you're watching out there, get your teams vaccinated. That's the whole key. Carson will tell you he's got kids in school. Whenever they've quarantined, and same thing with Saluda High School, any high school that's watching out there where we're from, the kids that were fully vaccinated do not have to quarantine. You know why? They've had the vaccine. So it is with college. Whenever you're exposed, if you're in constant contact or close contact with this subject, if you've been vaccinated, you do not have to quarantine. That's what the CDC recommends. And so that's one of the advantages. And see, Ron and his staff done a tremendous job making sure the guys feel comfortable getting the vaccine. We're really comfortable where we are during his press conference. So, and now we have another report. Georgia football, JT Daniels named lesser talented quarterback in UGA versus Clemson. Well, of course that is, because he is on the number 5 team and DJ's on the number 3 team, or you could say number 2, whatever you want to say. Well, it says here he averaged over 100 more yard offense. What is more important, they converted a rate of 54%. Before he was playing quarterback, they only converted a rate of 42%. He brings experience. He brings knowledge. He is going to be the guy who's going to make sure they are on the schedule to stay out of bad plays and get into good plays. He's more than a game manager, because I love the way he throws the ball. McElroy feels the quarterback to watch will be suiting up for Clemson on Saturday. So we will see who the battle will, and that will decide it. And when we come out of this, not only is it going to decide who wins the game, number 1, but who's the better quarterback. When we come out of this game, are they going to say JT Daniels is the better quarterback, or are they going to say DJ's the better quarterback? Don't you think that would be definitive? Okay, tell us why. I got you. All right. How about this article? Just came out. The Georgia freshman you need to know against Clemson. Offense. Adonai Mitchell. I talked to earlier. Brock Bowers. He is a tight end. And he is 6'4", 230, an imposing figure, 4.5 in the 40. Wow. Defense, Javon Bullard. The secondary was without the doubt the biggest question for Georgia's defense over the offseason, which I've heard plenty about that now. Thanks to an injury, All-American transfer T.K. Smith. And so we'll see about that. And special teams, Samel Mondon. Okay? He is going to crack the line up, and he makes big plays, impresses coaches. His speed and power will allow him to wreak havoc on Clemson when they try to return the kick. Well, that was from the Red and Black. Okay. Oh, here's another one. And we got to go to a hard break after this one. Is Georgia's Clemson line done moving? Absolutely not. When Dabo said we're going to be changing centers, the line's going to move because we know there's an injury there. Hallelujah. We know that something's going on there. And so that's going to be a soft point on Clemson's offensive line. Center is. No experience, no time. Don't miss snap the ball. If you miss snap the ball, the Georgia defense will eat you alive. The best seven starters in the nation on that front line is at UGA, the best defense in the nation. We'll see that this way. Kirby Smart said, I have never had a defense like I've got now. Well, we will see. Thank the Lord. All right, when we come back, we're going to have more coverage, including we're going to preview the Prince Avenue game. Who are they playing Friday night? Providence Christian. Two Christians going up against each other. That don't sound like a good fight to me, does it? You? Oh, whoa, wait a minute. We'll be back after this break. You're watching Pep Rally Radio Live.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 619.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-5. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life, renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV, renter, classic car, boat, business at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
And we're back here with you on the Kevin Christian Pep Rally Radio live here from Athens, UGA. Want to encourage you to call in 864-980-7768. We'd love to take your calls on the air. We've already had some calls this morning, and we appreciate you calling in. We'd love to take more of your calls, and thank you for all the likes and especially the shares. My goodness. Y'all
Can't win if
really,
you don't call in.
You can't win if you don't call in, so call us right now. And we have a very special guest with us. Joining us right here is Kevin Christian himself of Kevin Christian Allstate. Kevin, thank you for joining us on Pep Rally Radio.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate y'all being out here.
Thank you for hosting us.
Absolutely. Glad to have you guys out here in Athens.
Yeah.
Greatest place on earth.
We had
Hostile territory.
Yeah, when they seen what Carson had on, a security manager came over here and was checking out. But I rubbed my G and said, "Oh, y'all okay?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he came. He went into the agency to use the bathroom. I said, I don't think we let Clemson fans use the bathroom in here."
Charge double rate.
That's right.
But listen, you are open, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep.
And tell us what y'all are over there at Allstate.
So we're an Allstate agency, exclusive agency.
Mm-hmm.
We, property and casualty, so auto insurance, home insurance, renters, condo, mobile home, boat, motorcycle, you name it. Commercial insurance, financial products, life insurance, the whole gamut of offerings there. So,
in business for business at Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. And
that's right.
Of course, we were just about to talk, Carson, about Prince Avenue.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about them.
Well, I was looking them over a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
we noticed your son plays for the team.
Yep. Ethan. Yep.
Tell us about him.
Yep. So Ethan, we actually are new at the school this year. We just moved to Prince this year, so it's our first year. I've got two boys. Ethan is a junior over there, and Noah is in 8th grade. So Noah's playing middle school. Matter of fact, we got a game today over in Commerce against Commerce Middle School.
COVID bug ain't hit yet.
Nope, nope. But yeah, Ethan's a junior. He's a wide receiver on the team. So we're excited. You know, a big time program. They coming off of a state championship last year.
Wow.
Of course, big name over there, Brock Vandegrift. Came out of Prince Avenue last year. He's over at Georgia now, and looking for him to do big things in the future at Georgia.
He's probably going to do a flea flicker this weekend.
Who knows? Maybe. Maybe.
Don't let him. You better call Kirby and tell him don't do that.
Right. No, we're excited. Brock, and he's still plugged in over there at Prince. He was actually at the game Friday night, and they got Logan Johnson over at Georgia as well.
Wow.
He graduated from Prince last year. He's a wide receiver, a special teams guy. So
Yeah, know him real
a lot of representation for the Bulldogs over there at Prince.
I saw something on the internet about your head coach over there showing up to his presser with a shirt that said Prince Football Factory.
Yep, that's right. Hey,
Yeah, there's an article on it.
yeah, Coach.
That's some good
Coach
swagger
Greg
right there.
Vandegrift. I mean, it's just the culture and what they're building over there and what they have built over there at Prince. You know, they got kids that want to come over there and play. A lot of success, and they're doing a good job of developing their players and their kids, helping those that want to go play at the next level, you know, get and that is the motto this year is back to work. State championship. And, you know, a lot of teams, when you have that kind of success, you're the target the next year.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of teams gear up every week to play against us.
Hello.
Caller,
So-
go ahead. You're on Pep Talk Radio.
Hey, this is Allison with Circle Lake Dumpsters. How are you?
Oh, Allison, nice to talk with you with Circle A Dumpsters.
How are you doing?
And tell us a little bit about what y'all offer over at Circle A.
We offer 20-yard and 30-yard roll-off dumpsters. So mainly like new construction or remodeling, but we can also help out residential homeowners and whatever you need.
That's right, and they're there to serve you. Their number is 706-548-3982. Give us a prediction for the Clemson, Georgia score, Allison.
Well, I obviously think Georgia's going to win.
Go Dogs.
And I think that the score will be 27-13.
27 what now?
I think it'll be 27-13.
13. All right, we'll put it in, Allison.
Lord have mercy.
I hope y'all have a great day.
You too,
You
and
too,
thank
Allison.
you for your support of Pep Talk Radio.
Go
Oh,
Dogs.
no problem. We were happy to do it.
Yes, thank you, Allison. That's
Bye.
Allison, and we appreciate her calling in. But let's talk more about what you're talking about.
Culture building is such a big thing, like what Stuart Young has done for Saluda.
Your call has been
I
forwarded.
remember sitting in his sociology class, and he was a defensive coordinator at the time. And I was just sitting there in class, and I was thinking, like, man, if this guy ever had a chance to be our head coach, he could do good things. And lo and behold, we had our first state championship team 2 years
Good
ago.
morning.
For the first time
Thank you
since
for
the
calling
60s.
Pep Rally Radio. Who's your pick on the Clemson Georgia game? Hello? Okay.
And you guys are coming off of a state championship now, and it seems like coach is dialed in.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying, the motto for this year, I think, is back to work. So they know, we Prince lost a lot of good players this past season. graduated. I think they had 20, 21, 22 seniors, something like that. So, only really just a handful of kids that are returning that started. So a young team. Our quarterback is a sophomore. I will note, though, that Friday night in our game, he actually broke the school record for single-game passing yards.
Congratulations.
Aaron Philo finished with, I think, around 560 passing yards, roughly, 5 in the air, and then he rushed for 2 touchdowns. So 7 touchdowns total. Yeah.
Has Kirby got his number yet?
If not, he should probably, he should probably get that one in there. So.
Might need to get it after how JT Daniels going to look
Big
Saturday.
E catching the ball, by the way, Kirby.
Do what now?
Big E catching
Oh,
the
yeah.
ball.
Hey, Ethan was responsible for 3 of those touchdowns. He on the receiving end of 3 of those. So he had a great game, of course, and we're just excited to see how the season's going to play out. So,
And who helps him, too, around him?
Talking about the coaching staff?
Or the players?
The players. So, like I said, Aaron Philo's our quarterback. Your receiving core, Bailey Stockton, of course, Ethan Christian, Elijah DeWitt, also new to the school this year, Nick Hurley. There's a lot of different names. We've got about 70 kids on the roster. So, for a single A private school, that's a big team. Of course, the line, a fantastic line. Listen, if the line doesn't do their job and keep the big boys off the quarterback, none of that happens. So they deserve as much credit, as any of the skill guys.
We got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
What's up, Bulldog Bert?
And we have a Carolina fan, Paul Ergel, on the phone with us. And I'm sure you're going to talk about Clemson and Georgia a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the Gamecocks today. I'll save y'all that. I think I'm going to go with the Dogs by 6. I don't know the exact score. I'm going to go with it. I think the back end of Clemson's defensive backs are still terrible, which they've been terrible the last several years.
Bad under Georgia, Paul.
But I think in the end it's going to be a close game, which 6 points is a close game. But in the end, I think JT Daniels will score a touchdown late in the 4th quarter and win the game.
Okay, we're predicting an upset here. And not only is that an upset on the field, it's an upset on the line. The line, I think, is now 3.5, Paul.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't keep up that like you do.
Hey, Paul, side note, this is Kevin Christian. I know you guys over at South Carolina, I saw that you got one of our Oconee County kids, Nolan, who's going to be stepping in at quarterback this week for you guys. He's from right next door in Oconee County. That's where I actually live.
Wow.
And, of course, they've got another kid that graduated a couple years ago starting at LSU. So, I saw a stat that said between South Carolina and LSU having 2 Oconee County kids starting for them this week, Oconee County's accounting for about 14% of the SEC quarterbacks right now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's a. Me and my wife watched the Titletown, Valdosta, Georgia. We watched the series the last 2 nights. We had a little family time, me and her, and I was telling her we got at the end they showed all the kids on Valdosta. They lost in the 4th round, I think, last year or whatever. But all the kids that had committed to play college ball, and we were just talking. I mean, Georgia is a great bed for college recruits in football, and I mean they rank right up there. The state of Georgia does with Florida and Texas, any of them, as far as athletes and football players.
Absolutely, and a lot of good ones coming from right here in Athens, in the Athens area. We've seen a lot of kids go and play some big places, and names that you're seeing on Saturdays playing football. So
and this Saturday we actually gonna probably have a breakout player from Georgia this Saturday, Juju McDowell. He played at one of the Georgia schools. He actually played against Valdosta last year when he scored. I said, that guy's going to Carolina right there. But, man, it's unbelievable at the talent over there in Georgia. And I can see why all the coaches ride up and down that road from Florida to Georgia and South Carolina to Georgia to get talent. But y'all have a great show. Everything sounds good down here in South Carolina, Bulldog Burt, and y'all drive home safe. And for this weekend, let's go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Lord.
Thank you, Paul Ergel, for calling in, and appreciate all you calling in with your picks. And someone will win $100 courtesy of Kevin Christian Allstate. Now, back to more what you was talking about, the talent pool there at Prince Avenue, excuse me.
Yeah. So, like I said, got a couple kids on the Georgia roster that were there at Prince last year. Got some other kids that went D1 as well. I know we got a kid at Western Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's either Western Kentucky or Western Carolina. But, yeah, they're consistently putting kids into college playing ball. So, hoping, that Ethan can be one of those here in the next – he's a junior this year, so we'll see. But a lot of talent over there. So.
And Friday night, y'all got a tough opponent, don't you?
Well, Friday night we're headed to Atlanta to play. It's a non-conference game against the school, Providence Christian in Lilburn.
Okay.
They are 1-1 right now. They, I believe, they lost to Social Circle this past week, Single A public school, but they did start the season, I believe, with a win over Loganville Christian, who was actually one of our region opponents. So pretty convincing win there. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like we got a good team, and as we go through the season with our kind of young players, we're starting to find that chemistry, and excited to see how that plays out.
And that's going to be a 7:30 start time.
7:30 on Friday.
Now, do y'all have multimedia coverage of that, or is it just in person only?
So Prince Avenue does PAX Live.
Okay.
If you Google that, PAX Live, they broadcast the game. So I'm not sure what Providence may have, as far as coverage, but Prince Avenue does PAX Live.
We're actually sidelined this weekend. That's why I asked that. I might can catch the game and put it on my TV.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Jennifer and I watch it at home.
Yeah, I know my parents watched it last week on PAX Live, so they do a really good job with that.
Yeah, our team's COVID benched.
Yeah.
One player, get this now, this is important for vaccination. One player on the team had COVID, and he tested positive, I think, Saturday morning. Because they were in a lightning delay, we have a small locker room there on the field. Because they were in there over 15 minutes, they had to all quarantine.
Wow.
Ain't that amazing?
It's crazy.
Just because one person on the team. And far as I know, none of the other team have tested positive. Everybody have tested, retested, no positives except one.
COVID has definitely been a game changer. I mean, it's changed the way we do everything, and that certainly has impacted football at all levels. So.
But just like Kirby said, 90% of their team has been vaccinated, and they're not going to have to quarantine because one of the coaches tested positive because they have been quarantined.
Right.
They have been vaccinated.
Yep, saw that.
Anyway, so we'll look forward to that game, and it's coming up this Friday at 7:30. Anything else you want to share with before you go?
I'll make my prediction.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I do think it's going to be a tight game. Obviously, Clemson is a premier program. I think they got a great team. They're going to have a good season. But I got to take my Dogs. I'm going to go 24-20 in a close one. In a close one.
Yeah.
And I think there at the end we'll pull out the W. So
go Dogs. That covers the spread also in both of those last picks. When we come back, we'll have more coverage. And we'll wrap up the program here on Pep Rally Radio.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you UTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
Here with you, and we're going to wrap it up here in just a few moments, but we appreciate everybody for calling in today, and the response we've got, I mean, is tremendous. Thank you for all those that shared it. My goodness, y'all have just been good to us over here in enemy territory, what you call
Yes, hostile territory.
And let me say this, Pep Rally Radio is a pop-up advertisement radio. We can come to your city.
As you see, we're out here underneath the tent.
Right. We're under the tent. We got the cameras up. We got the video rolling. We got audio rolling. We just have to have a space. And we'll be glad to come out. We'll be glad to talk with you. It's pop-up advertising. What we do is we have radio transmitted all around. There's signs up. People can tune in their cars. They can also tune on Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you at, we'd love to talk with you about coming, especially if you're in a Division I college town, just like UGA is. We'd love to talk with you about coming to your place and promoting your business wherever you're at. And we promoted several businesses here today. Some of the owners have called in, checked in with us. You can be our guest on Pep Talk Radio. So you can see yourself doing this. Give us a shout out. We'll see if we can work it in our schedule and come be a part of what you got going on. And mostly highlight the high school athletics in your area. That's very important, Carson.
Absolutely. It's good exposure for these kids, especially
Yes.
if you got a kid that you know is talented enough to play at the next level.
Right.
Let's get them on the show.
Let's get them on the show.
Let's get some tape and highlight them.
Yeah, and let's
Show what's
talk
up.
about it. And that's what it's all about. And of course, going to the next level, your child might be playing in a game like it's coming up this Saturday night at 7:30. I mean, it's tremendous. You know, I think about that, Carson. How many families are going to be part of this Charlotte, thing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a big deal.
It really is. It's good to have the rivalry back.
In fact, I heard the other day the commercial, a 30-second commercial on the game Saturday night is $5 million.
Yep.
That's Super Bowl numbers. And that's how many people. They say more people may watch this game than the national championship.
It's probable, actually.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probable.
It has
It's
happened
opening
before.
weekend. People
Yeah.
are excited. College
It's
football's
awesome.
back. By the time the national championship runs around, half the country's so mad that their team ain't good enough to be in it.
Go Dogs! And is it going to be on ESPN or ABC?
ABC.
ABC, all right. So
It's game day. It's always on ABC.
game day, ABC, so you'll be able to watch it without a subscription. But now there's other games going on. Of course, Virginia Tech's playing this weekend. We highlighted that on ESPN. That's important because Dalen Wright's going to be on there. And for you that are watching in South Carolina, Wingate, Noah Bell playing on ESPN 3 on your phone. You can see Wingate. So put your TVs up. I already got it in my mind what I'm going to be doing at my house on the pool deck.
I'll be at work, so I'll be having to
Go on your phone.
try to hide my phone somewhere and hide my
Yeah,
earphone.
I have my thing here. I can go from frame to frame here. All right. So go on in there and get you. Okay. go in there and try to get your apps up where you can watch the games on your phone wherever you're at. That's where most people watch.
Now, very seldom do I have time to sit down and actually watch the ball game, so I'll be watching on my Hulu Live. No free ads.
Yeah. And I think today, as we have looked at the local area high schools, of course, Prince Avenue, and I think Madison County as well, some of the probably, if I was looking on just on paper, seeing what they are doing right now, I would predict those two teams to go well into the playoffs, if not win the championship games. Those two. There's some other teams, Oconee County, I think, some other teams that are in the hunt as well. Oglethorpe County over here as well. I keep an eye on them. It's going to be a lot of fun football here in this area, just minutes from Allstate here in the Kroger Shopping Center in Athens. So it's a lot of good sports around here.
Georgia is a hotbed.
It is a hotbed for high school athletics.
It's like Kevin was saying earlier. It's on par with Texas and Florida now with putting out high school recruits into the college level. Mm-hmm. And I would say better quality than both of those states.
You know, I didn't realize that the coach over there at Athens, Prince Avenue, excuse me, I keep saying Athens, is actually running a quarterback meal or a player meal over there and just turning them out one after one after one, and people are actually moving there to be a part of that good program and everything. So that's a good
kind of like Great Collegiate back home, but just run better with nicer people.
Well, I ain't never thought about it that way. Yeah, and a lot private school, but now they're playing public school schedules with them private teams. He said they had 70 players on the team.
Private schools around where we live have like maybe.
Hey, we got a caller on there. Go ahead, caller. Who do you think's going to win this?
I think it'll be the Tigers.
The Tigers.
I like you.
Don't you like that? Don't you like that? How about 31-28?
Woo! I think that's too close, man.
That's 3 points, Jeff.
I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be tight, but we'll see.
What do you think about your quarterback there?
I think you'll do fine. I see some interesting things coming from South Carolina with the grad student.
Yes.
That's kind of interesting. But we'll see how he does. But I think it'll be a good game. It'll be tight. I don't think it's going to be no runaway from either side.
Right.
Now, I think I know who you like.
Yeah, in fact, I'm over here in God's country, and I've been having people bark at me at the stop sign right here where we're at. I mean, they just roll down their windows and bark.
Well,
I love the dog love I get around here. You know, it's in my heart.
He's saying this and he's got a man riding by in a truck beating his chest like I got you, bro.
Whoa! 35-17 Georgia.
Oh, no.
45. You need to pick it. Call us in. 864-980-7768. You'll win $100. We're going to be gone at 10 o'clock.
I've been telling you for years, Bulldog. I've been telling you for years you like them so much, you're so proud of them that you moved to South Carolina. Why did you do that?
Well,
that's a great point right there, man.
To win some souls.
That's the perfect answer. And you're doing a great job. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, Jeff Corley, for your prediction, 31-28. And the man at the stop sign, what was his?
45-17, Georgia.
A little bit over.
He's been drinking already this morning, I'm afraid. All right, guys.
Right beside the Golden Panda, what they serving in there.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too, man.
We're fixing to go to the station.
All right. Bye.
All right. That's Jeff Corley, of course. He is one of my bestest friends, and I brought him over here one time with Carolina Georgia game and beat South Carolina's brains out of it. It was a terrible day for South Carolina, but we all came over here.
As good as y'all are, it ought to be that every year, ain't it?
Well, back then, I mean, it was pretty good, but it wasn't that good either. South Carolina just wasn't doing it. Clemson wasn't either. It's a whole different era now, and you know, in the Sports Illustrated this week, it talked about Nick Saban and Dabo Swinney actually have a monopoly.
That they do.
So think about that, Carson. I mean, we
got a monopoly in Clemson, but y'all got better recruiting classes, Bulldog. What's up with that?
Listen, when we come back, we're gonna wrap up the program. We just got a few minutes, and the wind's getting in here, and I got to get out of here. All right, it's gonna blow me back to South Carolina. We'll be back after this break.
We'll be back after this commercial break with more of Pep Talk Radio, live from Athens, UGA.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 706-255-7666. From demolition to grading to hauling away, we've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company, 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 6197.
At Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote, 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out and bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpsters. At Kevin Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life, renters, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote, 706-850-4945. We're involved in our community from the first time you walk through our door. We're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV, renter, classic car, boat, business, at Kevin Christian Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Now, back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.
All right, we're back here with you from Kevin Christian Allstate. We encourage you to call in 864-980-7768. We're about to wrap the program up, and we've had some good guests on here. Some a little bit over the top, I believe, even for a Georgia fan.
I think if a Georgia fan thinks that y'all are going to win by more than 10 points, y'all are delusional.
So let's see what we're getting here.
I think Kevin gave about the best guess so far out of any Georgia fan I've heard today.
All right. Oh, we got a reply to your breakfast. Kevin is good too. Carson Burgess, I told him to buy you a good breakfast. He listened.
That's right.
Savannah Phillips, oh, looks so yummy, makes my belly growl. Looks delicious, don't it, Kevin? I still say Clemson by 11, Britt Reams.
Smart man.
Awesome, going to be a sloppy game probably, Sheila Burton. Go Dogs, go Tigers, go Clemson, Jimmy Callaway. All right, let's see if we got any more comments.
See, all of these Tiger guesses are getting back closer to home.
Ellen Gunner said, I agree with the man that drove up that whoever scores the most points is going to win.
Miss Ellen, he was right.
Let's go. All right. So we're seeing several comments have come in. And people all over is watching us live on Facebook. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
I tell you what.
Couldn't do it without you.
We just got invited to a bar. I think so. All right. Okay. But we appreciate everybody messaging us everywhere. Thank you so much for doing that and being part of the show today, especially you that call in. Make your pick. You still got a little time left, about 5 or 6 minutes.
Yep. Like Burton said, I just want to reiterate, thank you everyone who has commented, called in. Thank you, Kevin, for hosting us and coming and sitting and talking with us for our very first Pet Rally Radio.
It's been amazing. What did you think about the Pet Rally Radio today, Carl?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
We're going to have to get Paul Ergel to come over here with us, or Kevin Crouch.
Yeah, we're going to have to get Paul or Kevin to come on.
What we probably need to do, and I've already got a company that's already wanting to sponsor us in Columbia anyway, we're probably going to have to do a Clemson, Carolina Pet Rally Radio.
Probably so.
I'll just host it. Y'all argue. And I can do Georgia and Georgia Tech while y'all do Clemson and Carolina.
I mean, I'll play devil's advocate as Georgia Tech for you.
Oh, great.
I mean, Carolina fans, they do it for Georgia and Alabama and LSU all the time.
Yeah.
You know, SEC homers. Why can't I be an ACC homer?
There you go.
I might as well.
And
I ain't gonna do it for NC State though.
Yeah, NC State.
Bunch of raggedy fools up there in Raleigh.
They are something else. All right. Let's see if there's anything else that has come out about the Clemson Georgia game that I might never know.
Let's let you get all your research in real quick before you make your final prediction.
Yeah, I want to find out. And I don't see any news. Right now, everything. Georgia football, Dabo might have revealed a big advantage for Georgia versus Clemson.
I assume this is about the rotating centers.
And you would be right. So he just is not going to release any injuries, you know. Let's see what Paul Feinbaum says.
That needle neck fool. Don't nobody care what he says.
He says that Georgia has more to lose than Clemson if they lose Saturday.
Yeah. Because it means that all them recruiting classes, number 2 and number 3 in the country, all for naught.
Well, he says, I think that Georgia has less to lose Saturday than Clemson because they can run the table, beat Florida, beat Alabama, and be number 1 in the country. And a Tigers loss means they have lesser quality wins to ACC schedule that could work against them.
Yeah, that may be true, but what happens in the ACC championship if we lose and then go to the ACC championship and beat the brakes off of a number 4 or number 5 North Carolina squad?
Also, have you seen this? All new Clemson Nike shoes.
I have. I showed them to my wife last night, I believe. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Christmas is coming up, sweetheart.
Here they are.
Yeah, they're nice. I think Nike calls them the Air Pegasus. They normally do them for every Power 5 school, I believe.
Who's going to get the NIL on them?
Oregon.
Did you see the baseball shoes when they did the Omaha, and they had the shoes for one of the players had their own custom shoes, and it was signed by them and everything? And they actually sold a pair of shoes online for a charity, like a children's charity or something, and they sold for way.
NCAA probably still find them.
Now, this was MLB. This was Major League Baseball for the Yankees. And who were they playing in the game out there? The Dreamer Field game.
Chicago White Sox.
Chicago White Sox, yeah.
And thank the Lord that the White Sox beat them. Go Red Sox. It's a good pick. Whenever Clemson plays these early year games against SEC opponents, like we have Texas A&M the past few years, score is always low and very close. That's against the SEC West. This is against the SEC least. This is against Georgia. This is a rivalry, reborn. It is the first game of the year. There's going to be a lot of rust to be knocked off of both teams. I think Clemson pulls out to an early lead, and it just demoralizes Georgia going into halftime, and Georgia comes out and does nothing the second half. I think the final score is 27-10 Clemson.
Well, we'll see, and we're looking forward to being a part of it. We hope that you will also be able to see that game and be a part of it. And let me say, too, we appreciate all of our sponsors today. First, Clifton Christian here at Allstate. We thank him for having us, hosting us here today. We also want to thank AdamsConcreteMachine.com, the Circle A Dumpsters, World Finance Corporation, and Ag South Financing for making this possible. And any final comments you want to have? We're going to run to the commercial break.
Yep, I just want to say thank you to everybody who allowed us to be here today. Thank you to Bert for having me. Thank you all for listening. We look forward to doing this again and often as we can. And go Tigers.
I hope all of you have a wonderful day, everybody.
At Adams Construction Company, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do it all. Our philosophy is Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord, and not to men. Call today and let us talk about your next project at 255-7666. Demolition to grading are all in the way. We've got you covered. Patios, concrete driveways and sidewalks, retaining walls and footings. We're here to serve you. Call today. Let us talk about your next project at Adams Construction Company. 706-255-7666.
If your dream is a home out in the country, away from crowded neighborhoods, Ag South Mortgages can help you stop dreaming and start living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH, that's 844-AGSOUTH, or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978.
Circle A Dumpsters, we take care of your trash. Call us today for a free quote. 706-548-3982, and let us bring our roll-out container to you. We service 20 and 30-yard roll-off dumpster rentals. Call today, 706-548-3982, and let us help you. We'll bring our trucks out, bring out our roll-out container to you. You can fill it up, call us up, and we'll come and pick it up. That number again, 706-548-3982, Circle A Dumpster. Christian Allstate, you're in good hands. Let us review your coverage today. Auto, home, business, life printers, we've got you covered. Located 680 Highway 29 North in Athens in the Kroger Marketplace. Call us for a free quote. We're involved in our community. From the first time you walk through our door, we're committed to you. Right now, you can save on auto, home, landlord, motorbike, RV, renter, classic car, boat, business, and Allstate. Call for a free quote, 706-850-4945. And let us sit down and review your coverage today at Kevin Christian Allstate.
Gina's having a crazy evening. She ruined her laptop, and her boys are once again trying to kill each other. So when you need a little financial help in your world, ours is here to help. World Finance. Get back to the good.
Get back to the good at our office location, 680 Highway 29 North in the Kroger Shopping Center, right there in Athens. 706-353-6463. LoansByWorld.com.
Build your dream home in the country with Ag South Mortgages. Ag South Mortgages offers construction to permanent loans with just one closing. Stop dreaming and start living with Ag South Mortgages. 844-AGS-OUTH or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978. Back to more live action on Pep Talk Radio with Clemson Carson and Bulldog Burt. Call Pep Talk Radio now at 864-980-7768 for your chance to win. Your calls and comments are just around the corner with college football and local area high school sports here on Pep Talk Radio.